What's up, everybody? Hey, it's Chris from Charity Board Gamer. We are back with RPGs and such, continuing our campaign through Dobbers Seeds of Decay with our amazing game master, designer of the Dobbers universe, and has this pretty sweet looking Kickstarter coming out. What, is that next week or in a couple weeks? 2 weeks?
It is a week from today.
A week from today. Wow.
A week from today.
Awesome. And that is the amazing Daryl T. Jones. And then, of course, Hawxy, Jade, we love you. We're thinking of you, Jade. Jade's having surgery tomorrow, so she will not be with us. And, of course, Wrig, our wonderful, loving, and fun character that is JoJo, is not with us as well. She is keeping busy helping a friend. So we're not going to stop that because that's kind of what we're about. So we do have, of course, the one who tries to keep us under control. His name is Justin. Yeah.
Me? Never.
And then, of course, the wild child of the bunch, we have, of course, Chelsea in here. So we're going to go around real quick, let everybody introduce themselves, even though I've already introduced. But we'll start with Justin. Go ahead, Justin.
Well, like you said, I'm Justin.
Yep.
I play Roto, by far the smallest of the group, at least in height, but not necessarily in width. I am a very short and rotund dauber of the Shepherd class that Daryl has come up with for the campaign. So I'm having fun kind of revealing certain things about that class as we go on, as I've slowly changing into something else.
Something.
Else.
Yes.
And it.
A thing.
Ooh. All right. Let's go to Chelsea.
So I'm Chelsea. You can find me at Chelka's Corner on Instagram, and I play Vega the Raccoon, who's a rogue. She is awakened, so she speaks common. So one day she woke up and she was, able to speak and comprehend others. And she is a little bit mischievous. She encourages Glug and then kind of leaves him hanging.
This is true. This is true.
So she just likes chaos and walks away. So that's her thing.
Awesome.
All good.
All right. Next up, we have Daryl T. Jones, the creators of Dobbers universe.
Hi. Yes, I am Daryl. You can find me at Splattered Inc. on the socials and the internet, but right now it's all about Seeds of Decay, which is the Kickstarter. We'll be launching next Tuesday, a week from today. It'll be at 9 a.m. my time, so that's 10 Eastern. And it's with Hit Point Press, and it's going to be completely amazing. I'm getting really, really excited. Everything's coming together. And if you like this stream, I hope this is entertaining. I hope you find some fun things that inspire you for your games. But there's going to be a lot of Seeds of Decay on Twitch over the next couple of weeks. So we've got again on Friday, and then next week, of course, we'll be back here on Tuesday, and then the Friday after that, or then Thursday will be on Hit Point Press's channel, and then Friday will be on my channel and on Check These Out. So there'll be, I think, 5 streams in the next 7 days. So you should be able to find me. But yeah, if you haven't yet, go to seedsofdecay.com and follow the Kickstarter so you'll get that notification when it launches, because we're going to have a big first day. It's going to be a lot of fun. And yeah, that's my spiel.
Very cool. And folks, I am, of course, Chris from the Charity Board Gamer. Thanks for being in here with us today. We're going to be enjoying this campaign. It's part of our RPGs and such series that we're going to be doing every Tuesday night. And the nights that we aren't doing RPGs, we'll be doing the such part, as I like to refer to it. So, yeah. But I am, of course, playing Glug. I'm a paladin, goblin, not paladin, but a goblin cleric who is just a little bit mischievous in his ways, a little bit cantankerous, very stubborn. But he's starting to warm up to his party, and he's also finding more faith in the God that he serves. So that is kind of where we're going to be going. I will let Daryl take back over. But folks, before we continue, let you know that down in that little corner over there is a thing called audience participation. We are taking donations. These are going towards Mercy House Global. It's an organization that helps out in Africa with basically breaking women from bondage and bringing them into freedom. And so that is something that's really cool that they're actually doing that. But your donations actually will impact the story. They will impact whether or not it helps us out, or it could even cause us to have an automatic encounter as we're playing. So any donation that you want to do is amazing. We'll have that donation link, of course, pop up once in a while. But yeah, I'm going to turn it over to Daryl, and I will let Daryl give us a recap.
Alrighty. When last we left our adventurers, they had left the tree city of the Sylvan Dobbers. They journeyed across the open fields of grass and wheat and some barley and things like that on their way back to the Always Green Forest, their home, where Dobberton is. It was a bit of a long walk with hills and obstacles and things. They got to enjoy a bit of what almost seemed like leisure time to them until they got to the Great Blue River. As it crossed through the fields, they saw that there was a encampment of some sort just on the other side of the river. They attempted to sneak up on it, but unfortunately, due to the luck of the dice, they were discovered. They found that there was a small camp of rats. At this time, they still aren't 100% sure what their intentions in that location were, but after a very difficult fight with 3 rat warriors and 1 rat that had been infected by the rot, so much so that he was able to use some very disturbing vine magic, they managed to survive and defeated them. They chose then to stay the night at the campsite, using what they'd already found as a bit of shelter. We're going to pick things up in the morning after they sleep. So when the 3 of you wake up, and first thing you notice is the smoke that you had seen far in the west is still there. The sun in the sky isn't as warm as you'd like it to be. It's the chill of winter seems to be coming as you pass through fall. And the chatter and voices of your other friends don't seem to be accompanying you. When you check on Wrig and why did my brain just go blank? I'm sorry, Hawxy. They don't wake up. What do you do?
They don't wake up, and that
they are breathing.
They are breathing.
Oh, okay.
I was like, make sure how far down the ladder this is.
But if you're going to check them more thoroughly, I guess you need to tell me that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I woke up with 6 hit points, so.
Yeah.
Or I ended up last session with 6 hit points.
Yeah, so you need to heal up.
Yeah, you could. Remember, you can use your
roll your hit dice.
Yeah, hit dice overnight.
Do you have any left?
I do. I have them all left for some reason. I haven't used them.
Nice. Glug's going to kind of do a perception roll just to see if there's anything nearby. Just to kind of, we got into a big battle.
Okay.
And I just kind of want to see if there's anything. Probably.
That's a good roll.
So.
I might respond to that in just a moment. Were you, Roto, looking at the bodies of your friends?
Yeah, I want to kind of check a bit closer and see if it seems like potentially they had succumbed to the rot in some way, and it's causing them to feel ill and not wake up right now.
Okay, yeah. So you look closer and you do see some of the signs of the rot poison. If you give me a medicine check, I'll tell you more. And then I'll tell you what you see.
I'm not sure if I've done medicine yet. This game, that's
I guess
how
that'll
we start
do.
the day.
We've got a nat 20. All right.
Hey.
As you're investigating, looking closer at your friends, you see that they do have what appears to be sort of a case of the rot poison that is slightly different than the others you've seen before. Your best guess is just in the battle with the vine rat, that they were exposed to the infection from him. They aren't waking up no matter what you do. And you haven't really attempted to do anything yet, but you do feel like they're in a deep coma. Yes, Chelsea, you just roll your d8 plus your Constitution modifier if you have one. As you're looking around, Glug, there's a few columns of these ruined walls of this kind of encampment that you found where there used to be some sort of a building. Mm-hmm. You find that there are a number of like supplies that the rats had brought here, and we can go into all that as you choose. Mm-hmm. But this, based on the supplies that are here, there's more equipment like weapons and things like that than there were rats here, which implies something. You also find, as you're going around one of these like columns of ruined rock, you hear a voice, and you notice that there's like a bundle like tied up leaning against one of the rocks, and just as you kind of approach it, it speaks and says, "Your friends will not survive."
Gluck wants to know what you just said. What?
Your friends will not survive. And untie me, please.
Will you help them? How can we help them survive?
You stupid rats. They don't know the infection they spread. But my the phlegm tar can help. Phlegm tar helps. We have it in our cave.
Glug wants to check and see if he is being deceived.
Okay. So you can still roll, but I'm going to give you disadvantage because you're right now. All you see is a sack, basically with rope wrapped around it. So you can't even read his face. You don't know.
Yeah.
You know, like. But so disadvantage for insight.
Right. So here we go. Insight. I just gotta find it. Roll with disadvantage. Okay.
Fantastic.
Yeah,
you have no reason to believe you're being deceived, but you have no reason to believe that you also are being told the truth.
Yep.
Gluck wants to know what is phlegm tar, other than the thing I have in my throat.
It comes from the Wargumph. In the caves, you must go through the caves where my people are.
Are you of the rot?
We are not rot.
Okay.
We are mock garb. We are the mock garb. The rats took me prisoner because I had the phlegm tar. They used it up because they are stupid.
All right.
You killed them, though. You must be very strong. You can get more phlegm tar.
Gluck will open up the satchel and get you out.
Okay. You see a mock garb. Mock garbs are sort of skinny lizard-like creatures. Mm-hmm. They have like a long head that's smooth, kind of like a grass snake or like a skink lizard. They've got lots of pointy little teeth. And this guy is skinny. He's bruised and has scrapes and stuff all over his body. He doesn't look like he would be able to, stand up to a squirrel if one gave him a mean look. So,
does he look?
Thank you. It's so much better to breathe out of the sack. I think they were going to eat me if you hadn't defeated them. I was the last of my men.
Gluck would like your help. Help me help them. If they won't live, you help me.
By opening. Yes. Yes, we will help your friends. Your friends need help. Scaros Scaros was so bad. He tried to kill all of us. But you killed him. I don't know how you did it, but his vines could not kill you. You are strong. You are a goblin.
Yes, I am goblin. Yes.
Yes. and what about you guys? So you guys, the way I picture this, are kind of on the other side of, like, the kind of a little column of rocks. So if you two hear this, that's fine. If you see it, though, you'll have to tell me to come around or whatever.
I was about to ask and verify how much of this we could hear or see.
Yeah.
Okay, so we can potentially hear some of it, but we don't see yet.
Right, unless you come around and pay attention to it. But for the moment, it's sort of just happening.
I'm still focused on the bodies of our companions that are having issues. Knowing that before, I believe it was that Glug, or at least had conversations or had attempted to, like, a lesser restoration style spell to help someone earlier in the campaign. I don't remember exactly where in line it was, but that is a spell I have available to me now. I would like to attempt that on the body of. I would start it with Wig, my half sister, since she's the closest to me, wanting to attempt to help her first.
Okay. Right. Yeah. So you cast it, and you are confident that this has worked before. So lesser restoration has healed the rot poison, as far as just having the virus or the infection. Mm-hmm. However, for some reason, this time it's not working.
Okay.
Again, you had the nat 20, so I want to tell you as much as I can. I mean, it almost feels like there is a missing element. Like you're not able to get deep enough. The splinter is too far deep beneath the skin, and you can't get it out or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, that's enough information for now. Seeing that it doesn't actually work for where when I cast it, I'm not going to cast it again on Hawxy because I'm trying to find the solution for it. And at this point, trying that and starting to hear Glug talking around the column, I'll probably just kind of shout and be like, Glug, who are you talking to over there? Like, what's going on?
Glug's talking to his friend Flemtar. Glug is going to heal Flemtar. So I'm gonna.
No, I'm Fitzvuz.
What?
Fitzvuz.
Does that mean you're good?
Flemtar is what you need. Fitzvuz is my name.
Oh, okay.
Well,
Fitzfuzz.
Who or what is a Fitzfuzz?
He's like a lizard.
So as hearing this, I'm running over because I'm too curious to stay behind the wall and not see this that's going on, because there are all these names are flying about, and
he kind of starts as you come up to him. He's just a little bit bigger than you, which would still be bigger than Roto, I suppose.
Yes.
But not as big as Glug. And he looks like he's wearing a sack at this point because it's been pulled down over his head and the ropes are loosened, but he hasn't gotten out of it yet. So he's like just a top half of a lizard man in a sack. Oh, raccoon! He grabs at his waist like he's trying to hide something.
What you got there, huh? What do you got there?
Just my belt. Raccoons steal things. Don't you steal?
Never. I don't steal nothing. I'm your best friend.
And you talk.
I do talk. So what's going on? How'd you end up here, huh?
The Scaros, the rat, he captured me to try to heal himself, but he failed. And now he is dead.
Where were you when you were captured?
In the river. We live in the river. It is a place to swim and to catch fish.
That's kind of like meat. Kind of like meat. We can eat that, Glug.
Glug likes fish.
We can eat that.
Crawfish.
Hey! Stop thinking about
Crabs.
fish. We need to think about how to help our friends first.
It's okay. Gluck has some rat meat. Would you like to try a rat meat, Fitz fam?
Fitz Fuzz.
Fitz Fuzz. Sorry.
Buzz.
It's Fizz now.
Fitz.
Fitz.
Yes.
Glug,
You
can
called him
Glug
after
call
you.
you Fitz?
Yes.
It's Fitz.
Fitz.
That's his new name.
It's my friends call me Fitz. That means you are friends.
Glug's friend? Glug's friend?
Yes.
Yeah, Glug.
Rat meat.
Yeah.
How do you cook rat meat? How do you make it?
I put it over
Raw?
fire and cook it.
You cook it. You
Raw
cook
as
it.
possible? No?
Sometimes raw.
Do not eat Scaros or Mudvayne. They are very sick. They
No,
were
no,
very
no.
sick. You will be sick too.
No, Glug didn't eat ugly big rat. Glug ate rat friends.
They were maybe sick too. They were too close to him. They were probably sick. I would not eat that rat.
Okay,
Maybe
Glug.
that is how your friends got sick too. Did you feed them to it?
No,
Feed it to
Glug.
them.
No,
Oh,
they don't eat
wouldn't
rat.
touch it.
They're silly creatures. They don't
They're
eat
weird.
meat.
Yes, Dobbers go into trees. Trees are high. I like the ground where it is low.
Oh, the ground is awesome. I like it low
Yes.
too.
Yes, we have a cave
guys are
where my
weird.
friends and family are. Where the great Amzoli does have a throne.
So wait, you were talking
You
about a
worship the
cure.
Amzoli too?
Oh.
Is the Amzoli your king?
Great
Maybe?
Amzoli.
He's talking to you now, Roto, because you were talking about the ground. The Amzoli. Yes.
I'm sorry.
Well, if he or your family or anyone down in the caves would be able to help us and our friends heal, then I'd be happy to go meet your king.
Amzoli provides. The Amzoli sent Akara. He is the one who taught us the Flemtar is like a healing balm. The Amzoli is the great plant.
Where can we get some of that great plant to heal our friends?
In the cave, you must go to the Wargumph.
Okay.
You have to be strong, though the Wargumph is very, very big.
Where's the cave?
Wait.
Or where-
War
sorry.
gump. What's the war gump?
The Wargumph cleans the cave. He is like
We
a
kill it?
big thing that goes on the stone and cleans it. It eats rocks. Yes.
We kill it then.
No, you don't kill it, then it will not make any more Flimtar.
Oh, my bad.
Mm.
You don't kill it then.
Okay, is
That-
there a
that's
special
gonna-
way
that's gonna
to
heal them. Okay.
collect or get the phlegm?
Kill it.
Gar?
Flimtar.
Phlegm
Okay.
And
Flemtar.
Tar.
The
Flimtar.
flame thingy. Flame thingy.
You will see. You will see. It is very, very shiny.
Glug would like Fitz to show us the way to the Flemtar.
Yes, I can do that. I am very, very sore this morning.
Can Glug help heal you?
Would you please?
All right. So I'm gonna cast Healing Word at level 1.
Okay.
All right. Let's see here. It's what 1d4 plus what? Spell
Probably your
casting.
spell casting, which is
Well, it should automatically do if you click on it.
Oh, okay.
Cast it.
No, it doesn't. Let's see here. Let me try. Let me see here. Oh yeah, that might work if I click directly on it.
Yep.
so it should just be your
Yep.
just your intelligence
Probably.
plus your
There we go.
modifier.
There we go.
There you
So
go. All right.
cool.
So yeah, that gives him 2 more health than he does now. He's very, very small. Okay, anyway. Yeah, so I feel much better now. You are very, very mighty, Mr. They called you Glurp? Is that right?
Close
Glurpy
enough.
glurp.
Close enough.
Glurpy glurp.
Close enough. Glurp, glurp. Yes, glurp. Let's go to the water.
Okay, Fitz.
He steps out of the bag, and you can see that he on his belt, he does have like some little bones hanging off of him, and it looks like they're tied on in a way that resembles jewelry. And they're little bitty thin bones, like fish bones and things like that.
As we're walking, I'm trying to go behind him to grab them, to look at them better, / steal them.
All right.
Well,
give me,
before we... sorry. You do your thing, and then I have a question real quick.
Okay.
So what do I roll?
All right, so if you're serious, first
Yes.
give me a stealth roll to sneak up behind him so that you're not heard. All right. Oh, hi, you follow very close. So now he knows you're there. You can still try to grab him without him noticing. You'll just have disadvantage.
You know what? I'm going to commit to it.
All right. Give me
gosh, we just made
sleight of hand with
friends.
disadvantage.
Oh,
Raccoons are friends, not food. 4. Oh, hey, you said you do not steal. He
Just looking at
grabs
them.
your hand.
I'm just looking at them. Just want to see what it is. Just curious.
These are the bones from the largest fish that I ever did catch. I put them here to remind me that they Zoli always will provide.
Okay, that's weird, but sure.
You probably do the same thing.
No, I just take the meat and keep going.
Are you not thankful?
Sure, I am. But I caught it myself, so I'm thankful to me.
Very nice. Right over here, you'll see. So he kind of goes down to the water.
Oh, hey.
Yes.
Before we
Zoli.
go, I have a question for you. Were there any more rats, anything, or are our friends safe up here? If we go if they're left right here.
They'll be fine.
Yes, they are. There are more rats coming. This is only a scouting group, I think.
But I'm talking about the group that was right here. Were there more that you saw?
There were probably. I was in a sack. I heard many footsteps.
Okay, so it may not be safe for us to leave our friend right here. You're saying we need to drag them along?
Can they breathe underwater while sleeping?
I'm not sure any of us can breathe under the water, even when not
While
sleeping.
Gluck,
They
Can we
will probably be better up here then.
Gluck says let's move them close to where, like, the
is there a tree that we
stones
can
and walls
throw them
are.
up? Can we throw them up on a tree?
You know, you're in a field basically. I mean,
Okay, there's no
the
trees.
forest
Okay.
is still several hundred, I don't know, a couple kilometers north or something.
does
Okay,
it
I guess.
now?
And he just points down in the water. We're going down there.
Okay. All right.
There
Wait,
will
we're going-
be air. We will not stay underwater too long. But
Okay.
if they are not awake, it will not go well for them.
Okay, well, then I think we should at least pull them aside, make sure they're in a safe location that's not just obvious and in full view of everything. So at least they're somewhat safe.
Could put them in a sack.
Gluck likes that idea.
Would you want to wake up in a sack?
Yes.
No, it
Okay.
was terrible.
Exactly. Let's not put
But-
them in a sack just in case they wake up.
Yes.
Let's just leave them where I found Fitz, and then let's go.
Well,
Grab-
attempt to move them so they're not in full view of, like, right in the middle of camp or anything. So they're at least semi-safe.
They're fine.
And then I want to look around real quick because you said there was like different weapons and stuff from the rats laying
Oh, yeah,
around.
yeah.
I just want to look for some daggers.
Some daggers. Okay. Of the type of weapons you find are large, kind of rough-hewn scimitars, stone axes, nicer axes, bigger axes. But daggers, maybe a large like machete or like flaying knife. But yeah, no daggers.
Okay.
Okay.
Mostly big weapons. There is one barrel of tar that has arrows in it. Like tar that burns. The arrows are down in it.
Vega, there's some arrows you might be able to use.
Guess I'll take them. But wait, they have tar though? Would they be too heavy for me?
You can take 4 of them.
Okay.
They're kind of big and weird, a little unruly for you, but you can manage.
I like. Yes.
I like. You will get stuck in doorways.
It's okay. I got this.
Oh,
alrighty. So we will past this large rock, and he like hops out on this rock that's just a little bit separated from the bank, and the water like rushes around it, and he like right there. He points to where the water kind of crashes back together on the other side of the rock, and you could tell like if you're ever in a river where it's kind of rapidy, that's the spot that would suck you under. He's like right there.
And Glug's ready.
Glug will jump in. Let's go.
All right.
Okay, we got this.
Holds out his hand to you, Glug.
Can Roto swim?
Fitz, we're gonna be good friends. Glug knows it.
Yes.
I'm just floating along.
You are the mighty one who slayed the Scaros rat. And he jumps in the water. And he just disappears under the water, like down deeper than you can see in just an instant.
Glug's gonna follow.
All right, give me an athletics check.
How did I know? All right.
Oh my!
Oh my gosh.
So you go to jump, and you just like your feet just slide out from under you, and you bounce on your rump right on the rock. It stings like you couldn't believe, and then you slide down into the water and disappear.
So I'm just gonna slide a little bit, be more careful than Glug.
All right.
But I'm going in.
All right, give me an athletics check.
Okay. Where are you? This is gonna hurt. Yep.
Alrighty. You jump in, you kind of don't hit the spot just right in the water, you kind of go to the side, but then the current just sucks you back in and down.
Okay.
You get a handful of water.
So I watch both of them kind of start from
Flail
failing
and
miserably
fail.
to still having issues to I'm going to slowly approach the edge. And then I'm going to, like a kid with just abandoning all cares, just cannonball into the spot.
All right.
Just
give me that
whatever
roll.
at this point.
Oh my gosh.
Alrighty, you
Seeing
you
them,
go
I'm like,
to,
it can't get worse.
you go to Cannonball, and similarly to Vega, except as you hit the water, you get caught in that current. You actually do a full 360 first before you go underwater.
Oh my gosh.
So you guys get sucked into the water. You find your bearings and are completely turned around. You don't know really up from down. But before I tell you anything, are you going to open your eyes? We'll just each one answer before I tell you what happens next.
I am
Yes.
I am opening my eyes because I have dark vision, and I am going to
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
so that way I
All
can
right.
see better.
you eventually are able to find Fitzbuzz in the water, and he's just kind of swimming along, almost more acrobatically than you care to admit. He is actually he's swimming around in a little bit of a circle, like waiting for you to get your bearings and catch up with him. When you see him, he will even grab you and sort of pull you along, and he gets, so you guys are in a line, and he pushes each one of you towards where you're supposed to be going. He guides you. There's a large tree root that sticks out across the water here. You see most of the current going above it. You see some fish and some normal natural debris, and then there's just darkness underneath it. He kind of swims above you and uses his own current that he's generating to push you down underneath that log. You swim under it. You are in total darkness, but I believe all of you have dark vision. And just as you feel your lungs getting tight, you feel a little bit of panic starting to rise up in you, even after all the horrors you faced and things like that. It's hard not to get scared of drowning. Your heads pop up above the water. You're in a cave.
We made it. Oh my god. Thank you.
You don't swim like I do. I am sorry. And he wiggles his tail and shakes water off of it. This is our cave. As your eyes focus, you notice there's a little bit of light towards the west, and a shadowy figure walking toward you, silhouetted.
What's that?
That is probably Slurm. Slurm. You see another mock garb approach. This one has some leaves wrapped around him that look like thick banana leaves or something that could almost double as a light leather armor, and he's carrying a spear.
Hello, Slurm. Hello.
What brings you here? And Fitz said, I brought them. They need our help. No one is supposed to know where our cave is. And they argue a little bit. You guys interject.
Glug and Fitz are friends, Slurm. Will you be a friend too?
Can I trust you? How can I know that you are trustworthy? Maybe you will kill our people like the rats.
Glug doesn't want to kill your people.
We just killed some rats.
Glug likes to eat the rats, not lizards.
We would never kill you.
Fitz jumps in on that too. He's like, they are heroes. Glug is the great and mighty one who killed the Scaros. And the persuasion roll helps too. So with that, Slurm said, Fine. What do you want with us? Why have you brought them here, Fitzfuzz? He says, they need Flemtar.
Yes, Glug.
Okay.
Glug needs Flemtar. For my friends. Flemtar.
Fine. I will continue to guard the entrance. You can take them to Othkara to discuss the Flemtar. So,
Okay.
he waddles on down the cave a little bit. You guys do anything else or follow?
I'm just going to do a little perception roll. I'm just going to kind of, look around as we're walking, just kind of looking around for anything that stands out. Just making sure that nothing is of the rot or anything that looks maybe a little shady for our safety. But other than that, sure. I'm good friends with Fitz. I mean, we're best buddies now. So I'm just going to keep, kind of walk with Fitz as I'm looking around. So.
All right. You guys head down the tunnel. You do notice that there is possibly some evidence of of the rot in the like the edges, kind of the crevices along the edges of the cave. But it has a little bit of a different appearance to it, almost like it's fading away, as opposed to everywhere else you've seen it. It's getting stronger.
Fitz, why does that rot look like it's going away versus the rot that we've seen everywhere else?
Yes. Well, we have the rot too. It is in the water. It comes from your forest, I think. But Avkara, he can explain it more better. But he is very, very knowledgeable about the rot. He is like you. He is powerful. Come, let us go see Avkara. So, I think you've heard the name Avkara as well. If anyone, you recall, or do you want me to have you roll for anything?
Remember nothing.
Might be
That's
good
fine.
for us to roll. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
What do we...
Yeah. Just memory, or which is history. I know some people play it like if the player doesn't remember it, then the character doesn't remember it. But sometimes I'm like, whatever.
Do you want all of us to roll it or only certain people?
Whoever wants to, it's fine. You don't remember anything, Vega. But you
No,
were.
I never remember anything.
At one point, you were talking to. Was it Kalia? No, Evelina. Not I said the wrong name. Evelina, the leader, the head of the council from the Sylvan Dobbers. And she was telling you about the 4 wizards who were on the King's Council from Dobberton. Avkara is a name that was listed among those.
Cluck. You said, Dara, are they from Dobberton? Fitz?
Avkara, he is a groundhog, like you, and points to the raccoon.
Not the same.
Groundhog?
No, not a raccoon, but he is a woodkin? Is that what you call them?
Yes. Yes.
So you guys pass
So he
through
talks.
some more caverns. It's kind of windy and twisty down here. I mean, it's almost maze-like. There's very little light, though every now and then there's a mushroom that is kind of glowing. It looks kind of iridescent, phosphorescent, whatever the word is. Bioluminescent, that's the word. And as you're walking down this path, you do see offshoots to the sides, and you might see what looks like a little den, and there might be a few other mock garb in there. Maybe it's like a home or some sort of other gathering place. But unless you look at those closer, you carry on. As you do, then eventually you'll take a right turn, and when you turn down this corridor, you immediately notice that it is full of mushrooms. There's just mushrooms everywhere, growing off the walls, growing off the floor. A lot of them do have that bioluminescence, so it's a lot brighter in this passage, but because of it being that type of light, it's all like the same color. So everything is kind of blue-purple. It kind of washes out the actual color that you would normally see.
Yeah, Gluck doesn't like mushrooms much lately. So Gluck was almost killed by mushrooms.
These mushrooms are different, but not too much. And the passage, you start to feel under your feet dirt instead of rock. Mm-hmm. Suddenly, you realize you're now kind of in a dirt area. You even see a little bit of roots, that just thin little roots kind of hanging down through the dirt in the ceiling. Still mushrooms everywhere. And it opens up into a room, and in this room there's tables and a few chairs. There's like a bookshelf, and all this stuff is just made out of kind of random found pieces of wood and like dried mushroom stalks and things like that. And there is a groundhog. He's brown, but he has gray like throughout his hair, like he's older. He's got a big purple cloak on, and he's sitting at this desk flipping through a book. He's very old. He looks up. What brings you here? Hello.
Gluck's friends with Fitz, and Fitz said we need Flemtar. Can you tell us how to get Flemtar?
Yes, Flemtar. Ah, yes. Well. You don't just get it. You have to. Yes, it's very, very, very special. I think it's rather funny that it comes from the Wargumph, of course.
Comes from the what?
The Wargumph. Yes, the Wargumph. There's so many things in the forest that you don't understand, and it's just a shame that silly king kicked me out so many years ago, and I have yet to tell all of the secrets that there are to tell, of course. And the Wargumph is a beautiful type of creature that it takes up all of the impurities out of stones, and it uses them as food. Could you imagine using an impurity as food? It would be like I don't know, like eating poop or something. Nobody wants to do that, but it's what it does. And then when it gets crystals in its gullet, it has to spit them back out, and that's Flemtar. It's quite amusing, actually.
So Gluck needs to find crystal poop for friends?
No, it spits it out.
Okay.
Right. And when it eats the stones and things like that, the crystals, it can't dissolve, so it just gets crushed up in its gizzard. It has a gizzard like a turkey. Have you ever seen a turkey? A turkey is a crazy large bird with big feathers out of its butt. You would like turkey, I can tell. Some people eat it.
Oh, really?
Gluck would like turkey, yes. Gluck
They have very
loves
large
meat.
eggs. Very large eggs. Yes. He goes back to reading, like he forgot you were there.
Gluck would like your help. How do we get this Flemtar? Where do we go?
Well, Fitz might be able to lead you part of the way, but you have to leave the Markgarb huts, or not huts, the collections of people here, the little town, and then you go down, and there's a little ways down under the ground, and then it lives down there. But there are many caves, and no one knows which one it was in at any time. Sorry, I just used a little bit of the other guy's voice for a second. Yeah.
Gluck would like to know where we go to get to see it, to meet it. Oh, don't tell me it froze. It did. Dang it. It's all right, folks. We're still live, so
Chris did, and yeah,
we're still here.
there's
Yeah,
a-
we're still here.
His Twitch dropped.
It's all right. I'm here. Can you all see me?
I see you there.
Yeah, you're cutting a little bit. I think your
It's all
Twitch
right.
dropped. Or
It's okay. Let me check. I've got it
I
recording.
think it's back on.
Even if it goes out,
I think
I'm
it's back
recording. I'm recording it. So I've just got to reposition where we are. So give me a second.
Yep.
Da 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 da. Hey, I'm gonna have to edit this later. Do 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 do
Let me
do
mute
do.
for a second.
There we go. We're all back in our spots. Okay, so you're saying Fitz could take us there to leave the Mudgarb thingamabobber.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, don't freeze again. Yep.
Gluck doesn't want to freeze. Gluck sees you all. Glug sees you. Glug.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Yes. In the caves underneath the Mockgarb camp, you can find where the Flimtar, no, where the Wargump digs. And you may have noticed that the rot here doesn't take hold like it does above in the surface world. Why is there so much rot? Did you bring the rot? Is it coming from the forest? Did the king do something stupid again?
Glug's king doesn't do stupid things. Glug serves king, but the queen is sick, and there's rat everywhere.
Well,
The rats.
He kicked us out. He put an end to the wizard council. He did. He is a stupid king. He does not know what he should be doing.
Glug doesn't like that you talk this way about the king. Glug is a goblin like King's son.
I don't care what you like. If you knew Killian, he was a great king. But his son, he is a fool. Anyway, you go get your Flimtar. What is it you need Flimtar for?
Well, we had 2 more friends back out there on the surface that are, I guess, succumbing to the rot themselves and need help.
Glug thinks you're a fool because you're not helping to fight the rot. Glug thinks you are foolish.
That's rather ridiculous of you to say. I am the one who
is sitting there in your chair.
I'm teaching these
reading
people
books.
How to protect themselves from the rot. What is your king doing? What is anyone doing in Dobberton? You're just letting it spread, probably.
What are you doing to stop it?
I'm protecting these people. I'm not welcome back in Dobberton. Is it coming from you? Is that what you're saying? Did you bring it?
No, Glug didn't bring it.
We've noticed that somehow the rats are responsible. We have found multiple seeds of some sort that they have tried to essentially plant into the ground.
And the evil tree lady
spreading from those.
And the evil tree lady wants to raise the evil god back to power.
Yeah, I forgot about her.
How could you forget about her?
Ooh.
I forget everything. I get easily distracted.
Glug and his friends are going to stop it, but we could use help. And you sit there. So why don't you help?
Help? How can I help? I want to help.
Sure.
You tell the king to allow to bring the School of Magic back. You tell the king to restore the council. You tell the king that he needs us.
Glug?
That Galvanus and the whole group of us, even old Herb, he needs us.
True, but before we can do that, we have to get the Flimtar. So can you help us find the Flimtar faster?
No, you must go down in the caves and search for it. But yes,
I will.
I can help with that, though. Here, one moment. He reaches under the desk and he rattles around something. He pulls out like a bag and sets it on the desk. And he reaches around and pulls out something else and sets it on the desk. This is the one, and it's like another big leaf that's been rolled up and then tied to the top. And he unties it, and out comes, or inside are 2 large red rocks that look like brick. Here, if you can get the Wargump to eat this, he will not eat you. How's that? How's that for help, you big green goblin?
Yes, I am big. I am green. And you're a tiny, and you're a groundhog. We both have magic, and I killed Majera, so you best be kind.
You killed Majera. You know Majera.
Well,
Tell
not
me,
really.
what is going? How did he die? I thought he was dead a long time ago.
Glug killed him. He was working with the Ratkin.
Was he? Oh, he must have been very angry. I did not go to work for the Ratkin. Nope. See, I am here to help people. Ah, Majera was a fool, though. He thought he was so smart, and he and that girl. Oh, is that who you're talking about?
The tree lady.
His friend. They were in the school together. And Kaylin. Yes, Kaylin. Kaylin was her name. But they thought they knew better than everybody. They had decay in them, unlike any that I'd ever seen. It was pride. They were so ambitious, but they were wrong.
Well, Glug.
And you
Glug.
Did you kill her? Is
No,
she still
Glug.
alive too?
Glug, she's still alive. Glug is trying to find a way to kill her next. But also the Rat King.
Why?
Why not? She is evil tree lady. Trying to bring evil back.
She is. Oh, okay. So that's what you're saying. Okay. So you know her then. Kaylin was the king's daughter, the current king's sister. Did you know that? Ha. See, you think you're so smart. Yes, the king's sister. She wanted the throne and they didn't give it to her. Haha. That's why she's the evil tree lady. Is she bringing the rot? How does she bring the rot? What does she do with the rats?
She gives them these, she works with... Glug knows that she helps spread rot and is trying to take the sword, this dagger.
And Glug holds it out, the dagger.
Oh. Can I look at that, please?
Can I trust you? Can Glug trust you?
What's not to trust?
Other people have
Well, we
tried to
don't know
take
you.
this. And Glug doesn't trust you yet.
Well, if you give it to me, I'll probably want to keep it.
Then Glug will not give it to you.
What if I promise to give it back?
Glug doesn't trust your promises because you already said you would keep it. Glug is smart.
Do not tempt me with this thing. You should keep it. That is right. But how did you get it? Where was it?
We found it when we killed Majera.
Yes. He still had it.
We're bringing it.
I wonder.
We're gonna bring it back to the palace.
But I don't understand. Why is she bringing the rot? What for? What does the rot have to do with this?
Glug doesn't know everything. Glug knows that the tree lady wants to bring back the evil god.
The evil god. Are you talking about Rortem? The Lightless? The Rot Weaver? You know,
No.
the Boogeyman?
Yes, Glug. Boogeyman.
Interesting. She probably thinks that with the dagger she can control him. Wouldn't that be something? To
Can
control,
she?
I doubt it. Maybe.
Somehow.
That would be something though, wouldn't it? To just be here, mortal. I am getting older. If I could just transfer my essence into another being of greater power, that would be something, wouldn't it?
But you won't
Yes.
because you're going to be good.
Yeah.
Yes, I am good. That's right. That's right.
Don't trust him.
No, it's okay. It's okay. You see, the rot. I find the rot to be good. It's part of life, right? You have life, you have death, and without the rot, what happens through all the death? Where does it go? It just sits around and it stinks. But with the rot, with decay, it is returned to the earth so that it can become life again. The rot is good. And he waves his hand, and like some mushrooms just grow up on the top of his desk. The rot has good in it. So if she's twisting it, if she's using it in a way that, well, if that rot weaver guy is involved.
Gluck wants to know, do you know how to stop the evil, like, from causing the rot, from causing people to turn to stone and not be sick?
Well, the poison that is part of the rot, yes. So that is bad. That is not what rot is supposed to do. Rot is supposed to draw the remaining essence out of those that have already passed on. And what I've seen of the poison is it tries to do that before they've died, which is terrible. It's not right. It's a perversion of the natural order. How to stop it is to cure it. You can use, the phlegm tar as a bit of a salve against it, a balm, if you will. It seems to help. But I think the only way to stop it for good is to stop the source. And you say it's coming from these stones or these seeds or something? Because that doesn't sound like that's the source. It sounds like that's a...
Glug pulls out of his pocket,
stone.
out of his bag, one of the like seed, like the things.
Can I see it? Can I look at that?
Glug will let you hold this, yes.
Yes. He before he touches it, he casts a spell or two on it. This is just a hunk of metal. There's nothing to this. This is not the source. She's just using this as some sort of a catalyst.
Then how do we find the source and stop it?
You'll have to confront her again, I guess.
Glug doesn't like the sound of that. Glug wants to go get Flemtar down now. So.
Yes, give him the water gumph. A bit of this. It is just a little bit of sandstone. I've put a little bit of my own concoction in it. He'll like it. He'll think it's like a candy. But you have to get close enough to get him to eat it. Have fun.
Okay.
That doesn't sound evil at all.
Have you gotten him to eat it before?
Oh, of course.
So you've interacted with it before. How is it dangerous?
Oh, well, if it can eat rock, imagine what it can do to you.
Is he setting us up?
If it wasn't dangerous, wouldn't everybody have Flemtar?
Do you have any Flemtar right now?
No. It was with Fitz. He was giving it to some of the other Muckarb. And then they got kidnapped by the rats. I believe you know the story already, or at least some of it. I don't know the full story. I'm glad to see Fitz, though. He's a good errand boy.
Glug killed rats.
Good. Those rats are just no civility at all, do they?
No. All right. So
drink something. All right. Well, I have work to do. Do you guys need anything else?
No, Glug. Glug will see your order brought back and restored if you help us. But if not, Glug will come back for you.
Being very helpful. I gave you some of the little stone candy.
Oh no, Glug knows. But if it's a trap, Glug will find you later.
Oh, it's a trap. I mean, but I didn't set it. I'm just telling you where it's at.
Okay. Fitz, will you lead us to the caves?
Yes. To the caves. To the caves.
Oh boy.
We might die.
No.
Hey.
No.
Okay.
Might. All right.
This thing eats rocks, and we have to get close enough to get him to eat this. Let's say it's not going to end well.
All right. Is he frozen again?
Yeah, you think
Nope, he's
so?
just staring at the ceiling.
Yeah, no, I was just staring.
I think, nope, it's frozen. I think it's frozen.
What do you mean it's frozen?
No, it's somewhat
But
frozen.
yeah.
I'm not seeing any freezing. Thank goodness.
Well, because we could
Alrighty.
hear you talking, and you were just like,
Yeah.
Yeah, I was looking up.
Oh,
Sorry. Okay.
yeah,
That's good.
you're lagging.
So you guys
Yeah.
head down into the caves. Fitzfuzz leads you through a tunnel left to the right, and down and all around. Is there anything that you want to do before the next thing?
Um,
I'm feeling pretty good. I'm just kind of curious about the king a little bit. Glug has always thought of the king as
This is as far as I can go. I stop here.
Thank you, Fitz.
Oh.
Thank you, my friend. You're my friend, Fitz.
Yeah. He pulls out a small torch from his pack that's on his back, and he sticks it in the ground and lights it. Come back before the torch goes out.
Okay.
What happens if we're not back before the torch goes out?
There will be no one to carry you back.
carry us back.
Okay.
Glug doesn't like the carrying back.
So you're just saying when the torch goes out, you're just gonna leave?
Glug's ready. Let's go.
Well, I will check this point over the next about 4 hours, as long as the torch will stay lit.
Wait, you say you come back every 4 hours?
No, I will check back frequently
Oh,
over the next 4 hours, and
so
then
it
the
only
torch.
lasts 4 hours.
Yes, and then the torch will go out, and then you will either be back or not.
So if you leave us here, question, if you leave us here, is anybody ever going to come back to get more of that flame thingy? Or are we, like, left here to die? Just want to be clear.
If you're not back in 4 hours, we will assume you have been eaten. But yeah,
Okay.
someone will eventually come back and try to get some. But I
Okay.
don't know that we have any as strong and as mighty as Glug.
Okay.
Thanks, Fitz.
Okay, I just wanted to be clear.
All right. So, what do you do?
Glug's gonna just start walking in.
Chris there?
Yeah, I'm still here. I'm still here.
Excuse me.
I don't know.
Chris
Chris has
is
been
frozen again.
freezing and lagging really bad again.
Oh, I hate that. I'm lagging.
Okay.
But I can't. Can you see me all? Can you hear me all? Lord
So
have
you guys
mercy.
start following the cave path for a little while.
Okay.
Is it just one path, or
Yeah.
are there any like split offs?
For now, there is just one path. As you follow it for 15 or 20 minutes, it opens up to a large body of water. The water extends all the way to either side of the cavern. So to carry on, you will have to go through the water or along the edge of it, but it does go all the way to the wall. So
Okay.
So we weren't great at swimming. Do we want to try to stay to the edge? Or is it just going to be like chaotic and we'll do our own thing?
Is there any way we can tell? Well, I guess at least look and see what I can tell, if we can at least see how deep the water might be.
That's smart.
I'm
Or
gonna
we just
do.
like, are we talking just a few inches deep, or are we talking feet deep type stuff?
I'm gonna
yeah,
do.
If Frodo
give me a
might drown.
survival roll.
I was gonna do a
Survival.
perception check for the surroundings.
Yep. Okay. Start
Every-
with the survival, and then you can do your perception.
Everything looks good to me.
Yeah. So at the edge of the water, it's gradually descends and goes deeper. You can't tell at what point it would be deeper than you are tall, or even if it ever gets to that point. But it's very gradual. All you hear, Glug, is the dripping of water here and there. Yeah.
Yeah.
And your friend's feet shuffling at the edge of this great pool.
Yeah, Gluck's good. Everything sounds good. Gluck's happy. Let's go.
I'm actually gonna pull out a torch and light it so we can see a bit better in here and see if we can actually make out more details than just
Okay.
general dark shadows and stuff from dark vision, because I'm assuming all we can see is what's in the
Right.
dark right now.
It just looked like a big glassy surface. I mean, you know it's water, but with dark vision, you don't see enough detail to really see much else. All right, so you light the torch. And now give me a perception roll.
Okay.
That's good. You light the torch, what seems to be just in the nick of time, as you see a dark shape snaking through the water, coming at the three of you at a fast pace. You have just enough time to tell me what you do next, and then we're going to roll initiative.
Okay. I can't tell if Chris was saying something or not.
No, I wasn't. Don't worry. I was not saying anything.
Okay. So are you going to warn them? Are you going to say anything?
I will kind of jump back and say something's coming at us, and just kind of pull
All right.
back
Okay.
down the
All right.
tunnel.
Yeah. So you guys see that as he hollers, something's coming at us. Your eyes focus in the water where the light of the torch is bouncing off the water. You see a snake burst through the surface of
Oh,
water.
no.
Yes, and
I don't like snakes.
Do I have the food? Can I just like hold it up to the snake?
you,
Is this
you
the?
have the you have it.
Backing away. No.
Gluck has
So it has
the
Oh.
worm death
initiative
for you.
of
The stuff.
15, but you guys have advantage.
Okay.
All right, roll nature,
Nature. Okay.
Glug.
Right. Rolling nature. Oh, am I rolling with advantage or with? Or no? Okay. I need to roll with advantage.
You're just rolling. Okay, yeah.
All right. Am I rolling again or am I rolling with advantage?
Not for nature.
Okay. Darn it.
Not for Nate. No.
No,
All right.
No.
Chris,
the nature was-
slow
was
down.
for-
You're lagging really bad.
Okay. Gotcha.
All right. So yeah, as far as you know, this is the Wargumph. You can hold the rock out to it. Everyone else roll initiative.
Okay.
Daryl, what were you starting to say about advantage a while ago?
You two have advantage on your initiative because
Okay, thank God.
of him warning you, of Rota warning you. And you do too, Glug. You can roll an initiative, but
Oh,
you're doing something already. So
All right. Let me roll initiative, initiative, initiative.
Rolly roll.
Oh. I didn't click my token. Whoops. Where is my token? There it is.
Oh, yeah.
I guess I could do it again.
And you have advantage. Yeah, so there we go. And oh, we've got Vega in here.
Yeah, I got 18 and 9 on
All
mine.
right.
All right.
And Glug.
Just waiting for it to roll. The second one. It's going a little slow. Unless I need to click something. Did I click my token?
Are we ready then? Okay.
I think so. Yeah.
So Vega, you get to act first. The snake bursts through the water.
I'm trying to be calm.
I think we already had figured out. Chelsea's top of the initiative. And then
Well,
Okay.
from there.
so I mean, he had only rolled once. He had advantage, so he should have 14.
Yeah. But that still makes it Chelsea,
Yep.
the snake thing, then Chris, then me.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool.
All right, so the snake, setting the scene again, the snake bursts out of the water. It's got huge fangs, like horns that swoop back off the top of its head. It's each eye is approximately the size of a raccoon.
Oh, we're gonna die.
It's not that big, but it is big.
Well, if an eye is the size of a raccoon, that's.
Is it an over?
And then say,
Like,
oh, it's not
That
big.
was an exaggeration.
is it like a
but-
normal size raccoon, like, or slightly smaller, or like one of those like really fat ones that always eat?
It is a large snake. It is approximately, let's say, 8 foot long. There we go. So you are first, Vega.
So I'm gonna shoot it from a distance with my bow because I have those tar arrows.
Are you gonna light them?
Sure, because I use
Basically, just you see
Torch.
you hear the warning from Roto, and you just immediately pull it out, and like as you're drawing, you just like dip it in the torch. And then, I love it. Roll to hit.
okay.
That's a short sword.
Oh, sorry, I
That's
hit the wrong
fine.
thing.
You probably have a better attack on the other, but in case you roll worse.
At 1 point.
No, that's good.
Okay.
So that hits. Roll damage and then roll an extra 1d6 for the fire.
Okay.
Good. All right. So 11 damage. The arrow strikes it kind of just past its jawline, and then poof, and hisses as the water that was on the snake sizzles. Then the snake bites at Glug, his hand held out.
Glug just wants to feed you.
Kill it! Kill it!
I am giving it advantage because you're standing. You're trying to feed it.
Glug thought this was the thing.
Oh gosh. Dang it.
Yeah.
Okay,
All right.
that
So
hits.
its mouth closes over your arm, engulfing the little red stone thing. Oh yeah, you're gonna take damage.
Yay. Love it.
Yeah.
Love the damage part. Oh, 8
8
points.
damage.
Okay. I can do that.
You bite your hand. It finds that you are the armor that's on your body, the sheer fortitude of your constitution is not as easy to eat as it had hoped.
Okay.
So it falls off.
Oh, my arm's not still inside of its
Yeah,
mouth?
it doesn't like bite it
Oh,
off.
that ruined
it
my
just
fun.
bites and then sort of pulls
Okay.
back and
Okay.
it swallows the thing though, unless you like keep it held.
Oh
up.
no, I let it go because I thought that's what the thing was. So
Yeah.
Yep. So at this point, am I still within its grasp at all, or no?
Sure.
Okay.
Yeah,
So,
it's up to you. I mean, if you want to say, your hand's still in it before you do something, or if you want to say you pull
all right.
it out, that's
If
up to you.
if my hand's still in there, I'm going to cast. I'm going to go crazy, and I'm going to go ahead and for my attack. Let's see here. I'm going to channel divinity while I'm in this. So I'm channeling my divinity. All right. Okay, and so that's going to be at second level. You gain the ability to directly from my deity using the energy to fuel magical effects, which I'm of course going to be using the. Let's see here. Okay, sweet. So I'm gonna that automatically is going to give me back one of my spell slots from that healing of fits earlier. And I am going to do a second level guiding bolt inside of its mouth. So with my hand. So
right. Let's see it.
All right, here we go. Normal roll.
You automatically hit, so you just
Okay.
need to roll the.
Okay. Let's see here. All right, so I
Yep,
just need
so
to
that
run.
hits.
And I'm casting at level 2. Nice.
All right, yeah. So the thing just gets blasted back off of your hand as the white energy pushes it backwards. It thrashes its head as the bolt continues to be whatever shown from your hand. So it kind of gets blasted all over its face as it thrashes side to side and backs up into the water.
Nice.
Roto.
Cool.
Okay, I am going to basically stab the torch down into the ground. Hopefully it stands up. Because I want to let go of it, and then I'm just going to cast Blur on myself.
Okay.
But I want to let go of the torch so the torch is
Not blurred.
relatively still for Vega to keep using.
Yes.
All right.
We're gonna kill this thing.
Since you're using your turn to stand it and to cast your spell, I'll say you have the ability to ensure that you find a spot where it can kind of.
Even if it's just kind of somewhat leaning against the wall, it's more just setting it down and casting
All
water
right.
on myself.
The snake, as it thrashed, recoiling in the water, seems to be primed to charge back out again. Vega.
Okay, so I'm gonna do the same thing.
And I believe with guiding bolt that should give advantage to this attack.
Okay, and I'm now clicking short bow, so where's the thing? Oh, there it is. Okay, with advantage.
All right. Unfortunately, a 10 is going to miss. The energy from the guiding bolt and the water splashing all over where makes it hard for you to get a good aim as another flaming bolt just flies over it into the water and hits it somewhere in the distance. It lunges out of the water this time and sorry, my congestion's getting a little bit frustrating. But it lunges out of the water and actually turns in the air and swipes all the way across the bank with its tail. So everyone make a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity saving throw. Okay. Cool.
11. Ooh. So I'm assuming I didn't make it.
We're being short pays off.
Yeah.
Yep, your time holding the bow, you're not able to get in position to leap over the tail or whatever. Ow, okay, so you take 15 damage, Vega. Roto and Chris, you both take 7.
Okay.
Also, Vega, you are knocked down.
Okay.
Holy crap.
And
Okay.
it is
Okay.
Glug's turn.
Okay. So I've got Majira's staff in my hand. And how close am I to the creature?
basically its whole side is like up on the bank now. Its head, you could get to it if you wanted to.
Okay.
I mean, everything is within reach. It's 8 foot long, right?
Okay. Yeah. All right. So I'm gonna go ahead. I'm just gonna cast another guiding bolt straight at it.
Okay.
I think that's probably good, unless I've got something really cool with Majira's staff that I could do. Let's see here. But I have to do melee with those things. Hold on.
Well, you're in melee range if you want to whack at it.
Yeah. It's like, see here, if I'm in melee range, I'm just seeing here. But I get a +2 bonus to attack and damage rolls made with it. And the staff has 10 charges
Right,
it regains.
it's magic +2, so...
Oh, okay. Alright, yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and attack it.
Why don't you go ahead and do Guiding Bolt, and then you can read through
Yeah.
that when it comes back to your turn.
Yeah, I'm doing Guiding Bolt, 2nd level again. I love Guiding Bolt.
Yeah. Yeah, so you still have to roll a hit this time, though.
Yep.
Oop. 6. Not gonna do it. Alright, so
All
the
right.
big tail also has you off kilter, and you blast the ceiling with your Guiding Bolt. Roto, your turn.
Bummer.
A bit thrown off about this whole giant snake in front of our face and everyone just getting hit and everyone having issues. Is the head or the or would you say the head or the tail is more near me?
The way I picture it, for some reason, I see Glug kind of to one side of the opening into this space, and I see Vega on the other side where your torch is kind of leaning against the wall.
That
So
was
I
more
pictured
centered.
you in the middle.
Okay. And you said the whole body was more stretched across.
Right, yeah, so it's kind of perpendicular to your path now, but it's, going to coil around and probably bite at somebody or do another tail whip, who knows.
Okay. I'm gonna do something kind of stupid. I'm going to pull something that we found back in another cave, and I've had in my backpack for a while. I'm gonna pull one of the boomsticks out,
Oh,
I
all
remember
right.
these things.
and I'm going to. Well, I don't know if. Well, I guess I should ask first. Do I remember if these had essentially a timed fuse of some sort, or if they just immediately went off?
I believe you have the option of, if you take a round to prepare it, you can say, I want it to go off with a certain trigger.
Okay.
If you just light it and throw it, it goes off when it hits.
Okay.
And it has a 5-foot radius, so you could hit multiple things within that radius, basically.
Okay. I am going to drop the blur.
Okay.
I'm going to light it to go off in about 6 seconds or so, basically after my turn. Or
Okay.
so basically the trigger is I'm going to attempt to light it, and then I'm going to yell at the snake to get its attention and attempt to bite at me.
Okay. Yeah, so roll a performance as your taunt or whatever to get
Sure.
it to focus on you.
Performance is not my... Yeah, performance is my lowest. We'll just say that.
Well, I think that's the right one, though.
Yeah, it is what it is.
You gotta do what you gotta do.
Hey! Look at
So I'm kind of dancing around, drop the blur like this. Come at me!
that. Yeah, so when you drop the blur and light the thing, in addition to you yelling, it does catch its attention. It sees the sparks of the blur, or of the fuse, and it turns, and its big fangs snap once in front of you. And do you do anything else?
Like
Or
I'm
just
basically I'm wanting to attempt to have it bite at me because I want to throw it in its mouth potentially.
all right? So you're holding your action essentially.
Yes.
All right. So Vega.
I mean, I'm hurting a lot. But but I'm gonna
Yeah.
take this little bit of strength I have and push through, and I'm gonna do my short bow again because I am not getting near that thing.
All right. That'll hit for sure. Roll damage, and you're lighting the end of it again.
Yes.
So add an extra d6.
Okay, so there's that, and then d6. 5.
All right. So your arrow sinks deep into it. The glob of tar on it pushes up the shaft as it burns into the scales on the snake. It thrashes about. But you notice as it's thrashing, it almost is doing it in a lethargic compared to what it did when you first saw it. It then bites at Roto.
Sorry.
Sorry, what? I'm the one that
Mine.
intentionally.
Now, are you doing the
Its
same thing that Chris did earlier with the
Yeah,
holding
like
your hand out?
I am intentionally trying to get its attention to bite at my hand that has the boomstick, because I want to release it into its mouth.
All right, I'm gonna do. Oh, sorry, we have a nat 20.
Oh,
With your hand.
yeah.
Oh gosh.
I don't remember what I rolled before.
Oh my
It was
gosh.
this one. And so I still got the nat 20 part.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. Alright, so 16 damage as its teeth and mouth sink deep into your arm, up at the shoulder. The the sparking boomstick in its throat.
Yep, and I let go of the boomstick and pull my arm out.
Alright. As you
Boom.
pull your arm out, you see into its eyes as they appear to be kind of glazed over, as if it's in a trance. And the boomstick blows up. Parts of teeth and scales and the horns on its back, its head and everything just blows apart. Almost a perfect sphere of snake guts blowing out around you. And the rest of its body falls limp on the bank and rolls back into the water.
Thank goodness.
And you're out of initiative.
Okay. And then I will immediately heal myself and then go over to Vega and help heal her some as well.
Thank you.
Vega, you're going to get 10.
Yay, because I was at 4.
Yep. And then
Alright.
give myself some.
I'm gonna heal myself as well. Little healing word. I'm gonna cast it at 2nd level.
Alright.
Glad I did. Gosh.
And then after
darn.
we heal ourselves, we'll be like, and that's how you kill whatever that's named.
Oh my gosh, my rolls suck.
We'll mess around.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Alrighty. So, as you collect yourselves, because of the flying snake parts, the various things that lit up the area from the fiery arrows to the torch, you notice there's actually a little raft that was like just shoved up into the side of the cave that you guys didn't see or try to find or anything.
Didn't have time to find.
Yeah.
Is there now looking around? Do I find the thing that I put in its mouth before? And do I find any phlegm stuff?
The flamey flame.
You don't find anything that looks like a shiny gold snot, which is basically the way he described it.
Okay. But do I find the
you
red
can see
stone
blood and stuff like that.
Okay.
The red stone thing must have swallowed past the point of the explosion.
All right. Well, I'm gonna start carving to try to find it.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm not going near that, even if it's you're on your own now.
Yeah. So.
So it takes long enough that Roto and Vega might be starting to get a little bit annoyed.
We
you
need
do
this to
eventually-
get the flip. to
Did
feed
you
to the
give
real
2,
creature.
If I need to clarify that.
What's that?
Did you give both of them to the snake?
No, I gave one.
Okay.
Yep.
So you do eventually find a half-dissolved chunk of red something in its belly.
Got it. Gluck found it. Let's go.
All right.
In the raft. Oh,
All
God.
right.
Yeah, I guess we take the raft and I'll put the torch back up so we can at least somewhat see what we're about to encounter.
We have
whatever it
dark
may be.
vision. I don't need a torch.
Well, dark vision means you can see shadow shapes. Basically, you don't
That's true.
see full detail of everything.
Ugh.
Yeah, you see black and white, and your depth perception can be, it just depends on the flavor. But yeah, the torch helps a little. So you guys paddle out
Okay.
into the water on the raft. The raft has a large, pushing stick. But you find that throughout most of this body of water, the depth isn't more than 4 feet. Still too deep for you guys to walk through, but with the long stick, you can push yourselves along. You get to the other side, and you see that the cave here is more shiny. Just the stone, the composite of the stone has crystals in it, and your torchlight bounces off of it. There's not much evidence of travel. Obviously, this raft was used to get over here, but no one hangs out down here. You wander for a little while, and then unless you give me for more feedback, give me, whoever is in front, give me a survival roll.
Well, probably being the shortest and I have the torch, I would probably be somewhat leading this at the moment.
Yeah.
And you're sort of an underground kind of
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Glug's,
exactly.
Glug's in the back. Just kind of looking around.
Yep, that'll do it. It doesn't take long before you find the texture of the walls of this cavern are smoother in areas. They almost seem to have a film on them, like you just Windexed a window. There's actually like a little film there. And you're able to follow it until you find yourselves in a narrow cavern, a narrow passageway, and you come across what looks like a big water balloon. It fills the entire cavern, and it's just like, it looks like something has been inflated. It's got a pale gray color, and it just pressing against all sides, and the whole thing's just sort of like undulating just a little bit as it's moving down the passage.
Down towards us or away from us?
Away from you. Yeah, it's like you just came up behind it.
Here,
Okay.
here, creature, creature, creature.
Call it. It might kill us.
Here, creature, creature, creature.
Glug.
As you do
Glug.
that, it like deflates like a pufferfish and just shoom, down, and then it turns around, and it looks like a fat worm, like a grub, more or less. It turns its head towards you. You can see it does have tiny, tiny little legs that it uses to kind of push itself through the ground. And it's got like what looks like gold snot sort of dripping out of its mouth. The whole
We
front of
found
it
it.
is just a round circle with big flat teeth that look like they're perfect for grinding up
Gluck,
stone.
Gluck has treat.
And I pull out the both red pieces, the one that's dissolving and the one that's
Okay.
still good.
Gluck, Gluck, come here. Gluck,
All right,
Gluck
it
just
starts
wants.
to charge toward you. Do you, but you can roll animal handling if you want to try to
Yeah,
prevent it from
I'm gonna
attacking.
try. I'm gonna try to do that. I
I'm
mean, all
definitely
my
stepping
all my
back
other
behind Glug during this.
yeah, all
like-
my other
Yeah,
rolls
me
have been
too,
really
'cause
good tonight.
It's
So
it's worm, whatever, breakdancing toward you. All right.
all my rolls have been so good tonight.
Except this.
No, I mean,
So yeah, just a split second before it attacks, it reinflates and attacks.
Gluck, Gluck, Gluck doesn't know. Gluck, Gluck wants to feed you.
All right, it attacks me. Great. Okay.
It for some reason just snaps down in front of you, and just misses. You see these big teeth, where each big flat tooth is as big as your head almost.
Okay.
And it's right in front of you. Do you want to attack it back, get into initiative? What are you going to try to do?
I'm gonna try again. I'm gonna try my animal handling again, and still try to offer it to it, and to kind of
Calm.
Okay.
Weird thing.
All right.
Peace.
So here we go.
Is anybody else doing anything?
I backed
Backing
away.
up. Yeah, continually backing up. Like,
All right. Well, it snaps
Glug.
at you again.
Glug.
Unfortunately. That time it hits. Give me a athletics or strength saving throw.
Okay. Oh gosh.
And it's like it inflated again, so it fills up the whole cavern.
Now I roll something
Oh.
decent.
There you go.
Gluck.
That's pretty good.
Gluck just wants to. Gluck
Its
just wants
big
to
flat
feed you.
teeth smash into you, doing 11 damage.
Oh my gosh.
You feel as it bites you that there's like little suckers inside its mouth as it tries to pull you in, but somehow you're strong enough to keep from being engulfed.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
My
Glug,
gosh, what
Glug's
is this
Glug's gonna
thing?
try this again. Glug's gonna still
The-
try to do animal handling. I'm gonna try.
Stop.
Glug wants this thing to be calm, and I'm just trying because Glug doesn't
Good
know.
work.
Yeah, hold on. Let me take a look at my spells to see if I have anything.
All right.
Let's see here.
Brother and I are just standing there.
If you
like,
want to, you can roll a
I don't have
dexterity
command.
roll to just
Right
try
now.
to shove it in its mouth when it goes to bite you.
Oh, that's true. That would be good. You know what?
Did he hear me, or was it?
Yeah, I heard
No.
you. I heard you. I heard you. Can you hear me? Please tell me that you can hear me. Let's see here. I'm gonna roll dexterity. No, I'm not. I'm gonna still roll my animal handling.
Yes.
I can now.
Yep, I'm still gonna roll my animal handling because why not? Why not? Here we go. Animal handling.
commitment. Ooh. No commitment.
Gluck.
It misses biting you again for some reason.
Oh my gosh!
You
Thank
guys
goodness.
are seeing
Okay.
Glug try to not get eaten, and this thing just keeps chomping at it like it got him
Okay,
once.
that's it. I'm doing my dexterity.
Glug's got yellow snot all over him.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna shove it in
Alright.
his mouth this time.
And
See what happens. Okay.
That'll do it.
Thank goodness. Oh my gosh!
So you
thank
shove it in
goodness.
his mouth. It actually chews, and it like backs up a little bit and then deflates,
Good creature.
and then it settles down. You guys feel like you're going to have to fight it for a little while, but if you just sort of stay out of its range, it eventually falls asleep.
Now we
You
need
notice
to.
though, while it's sleeping, it sort of is breathing heavy, and in its body you can almost see it like rolling up from the tail towards its head, and then it eventually pukes out a ball of this yellow
Yes.
phlegm with crystalline glitter in it, basically.
Let's. Gluck says, "Let's go. Let's go quickly."
run.
well, do we need to? Do we know if one's enough?
One better be enough.
Up
Gluck.
to you guys.
I mean, we.
Uh,
Gluck thinks we could wait for one more. Gluck, but you're gonna stand in front of it, Roto.
So yeah. So we'll
In
wait.
front.
We'll wait. We'll see if we can wait for one more, just to be safe. So
Alrighty.
with Roto in
Alright.
front though, because
After-
I'm gonna be in the back holding the gold snot thing and putting it in my bag. But
Yeah.
Roto's in the
It
front now.
eventually does spit up another one,
Phew. Okay,
and you've got some phlegm tar.
let's go.
so I will grab
two
the second
phlegm
piece.
Gluck's ready to go. Let's go. Let's go talk to the
Yeah,
groundhog.
Let's leave this craziness.
Oh my gosh.
All right. So you guys head back to the little mock garb town. You get to the edge of it where the torch is, and your buddy Fitz is there.
Fizzy.
Fitz, hello.
Look, I lived. You
We got-
lived.
we got
the
the-
mighty,
we
the
got
mighty
this-
plug lives.
We got Flemtar.
Yes, very good. It will be very good for us to have Flemtar. It will help with the sick that are sick.
You did kind of fail to tell us about the snake.
Oh, there are other creatures who live in the caves. Did you find a snake?
Why didn't you tell us that there were other creatures?
Why didn't you know?
Because we're not from here. That's why.
Glug
Did it not have
understands.
creatures in the forest?
A warning would have been good enough.
No,
Would have been
Fitz,
good.
hey, Fitz's friend. Don't be mean to Fitz. Fitz is good.
Well,
He is Gluck's
we
friend.
almost died
Fitz is Gluck's friend.
because of him.
We left a bit of a mess at the big cavern with the water.
How? Now,
You'll have to
Fitz,
clean it up.
Fitz.
So,
How do we
the
use
Warguns
Flem?
will clean it, I'm sure.
How do we use Flemtar to help friends?
You take it to back to Oktara, and he will make a poultice with it.
Okay,
He's the one who makes it for us.
then Glug will go to Antara and get Flemtar stuff. The
All right.
the poultice. Poultice.
So he leads you back to Othkara, and he's pretty helpful. He pretty much maintains the same attitude he had before about, the forest is he's jaded a little bit about Dobberton, but he does want to help, so it's a little conflict. But he makes you a few, it looks kind of like jelly, and he folds it up in some heavy leaves, so you've got 4 doses.
Okay. Nice.
And he, unless otherwise stated, he keeps the second glob of Flemtar so he can make some for his people down here.
Glug's okay with that. Glug. You will heal your friends and your people, and then you will come back and help us at the palace when we restore order.
I don't know. I don't know about going back to the palace.
Why, are you a coward?
Jeez.
I don't have anything to be cowardly about. I have faced scarier things than you, I'm sure. But, you do what you can, and I will listen. I will listen.
That's what
And
a
if
lot
I
of older
hear-
people do. They listen,
If I hear
but then they have
that
hard of
there is
hearing.
change, if I hear change is coming, I will investigate further.
And if you don't come and investigate, I'll come see you, and we will talk.
It seems reasonable. I did enjoy your visit. You guys are nice. Not quite as green as the mock garbs are, but nice all the same.
Okay. Cool.
Do you guys have any other questions for him? Any?
Still don't trust him.
Yeah, I prefer that we don't linger too long so we can go help our friends.
All
Yep.
right. Well,
All right.
that sounds good. So you guys make your way out of the cave. Fitz leads you to a path that comes up on the other side of the river, so you don't have to try to swim against the current. But it just kind of makes it for the long way around.
Mm-hmm.
But eventually, you do get back to your campsite, You don't see any evidence that anything has been tampered with, and your friends are still there and unconscious. And that's where we're going to end it for the night.
Awesome.
Woo!
Well,
What?
folks, we're sorry a little bit about some of that technical difficulty stuff, but luckily recording this made it a lot easier, I think, which will be good later. But
Good deal.
yeah,
Good
but
deal.
folks, thank you very much for joining us tonight as we continue our journey through Dobbers Seeds of Decay with the amazing Daryl T. Jones, the creator of the Dobbers universe. Be on the lookout next Tuesday. So that is Tuesday, if you are watching later, Tuesday the 25th, to go ahead and get in on the Kickstarter for Dobbers Seeds of Decay. I've really enjoyed doing this, and I can't wait to see what happens next week. So I will real quickly go through everybody and let everybody talk a little bit about themselves, their favorite thing from tonight, and where you can find them, and then we will close it out. So
Amen.
we will start with Roto.
Okay then. Well, as you saw tonight, I played Roto. Had a lot of fun pulling out that old boomstick from multiple episodes back for a little interesting encounter experience. Not sure Daryl or anyone saw that coming, but might as well make use of it and
No,
have
it's
fun
good.
with it.
It's good.
But yeah, I'm Justin, and I run Play Games Spread Joy, doing just general game reviews and talking about gaming. Just trying to spread the joy of games with everyone.
Fantastic. Well, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you pulled out the boomstick. I did give you all that stuff for a reason. So that's good.
Maybe not the reason you thought, but
No.
That was
That's
good. That was good.
Yep.
All right, let's go to Chelsea.
Oh, I'm Chelsea. You can find me at Choka's Corner on Instagram. I did not remember that Justin got that boomstick. So Daryl gave it to the right person, because I'd be like, I don't know what happened.
Yep.
So it's just today's episode. That snake just threw me off. I hate snakes. Like, even seeing them on TV, I get like the wiggles. I just don't like them. So
Well, that one liked you. Just so you know, it was a big fan.
no. Like, so it's just, it was a different one, just because of that. Normally I'm like, oh yeah, let's fight. This one I was like, no.
That's good.
But it was still fun. I still enjoyed it and had fun.
Good. I'm glad. Thank you. What
All
about you,
right.
Chris?
For me tonight, I thoroughly enjoyed making a new friend. The whole Fitz friendship. Hoping that it somehow plays out later on in the campaign or whatever. But I think Glug is slowly, as he's been going throughout this journey, has been molding and changing his demeanor a lot in the way that he's handling things. He still is a rat meat loving goblin, but he's been a little bit wiser. He's not afraid though to still ruffle some people and rub them the wrong way a little bit, just because somebody was trash talking his king, and so
Yeah.
so he wasn't afraid to throw a little shade that way. So that was a lot of fun. What about you, Daryl?
No, I'm glad that I got to pull some mock garb out and mention the great Umzoli again. One of my favorite weirdnesses. The mock garb always seemed to be surrounded by really weird stuff. So that's sort of the way they roll. But I'll admit, I also enjoyed casting a little pat in your shoulder a little bit. I don't know what I'm trying to think here, but puffing you up a little, because you've been beat down in the last several episodes. You needed some encouragement, I thought Glug did. Anyway, I hope you guys had fun. I did kind of plan it to be sort of like a one shot, just so that we could keep the story going without without everybody being here. It worked perfectly for the place where you had left off. So, good job! Yay!
All right.
Woohoo!
Then you met off Kara, which is like a really really important character. Not to metagame too much, but
Okay. Me, I talk smack to Athkara. So, yeah, that was good. Oh, well, folks, yeah, it was a good time. So next week, folks, we're going to be having another live stream of the campaign as we're continuing through the journey. I would love for you to join us. Also, on the 25th, like I said, again, the Kickstarter campaign goes live with Hit Point Press and Daryl T. Jones, Dobbers Universe, Seeds of Decay. So be on the lookout for it. We'll probably be talking about it as well. And if you are interested in the future, also you can go ahead and make a donation to Mercy House Global. We will put that, of course, in our replay so people can click on it and donate if you'd like. But we're going to go ahead. We're going to hop off. We're going to raid into somebody else on Twitch. It's something that we do. And we're going to go ahead and just kind of relax and hope that you have an amazing night. So we will see you all later. And if you're willing to stay on, we're going to go say hi to somebody else. But from us to you, have a great evening. Bye.
Bye.
Hey, thanks for watching our video.
If you like what you saw here, go ahead and hit that little like, subscribe, the little bell thingamabobber, you know the thing. And watch some of our videos. Maybe one that's maybe up here. Or maybe down there. Or over there. Or down there. I don't know where they are. But thank you all. Remember, when we can gather at the table, we can do the same for a good cause. Bye.
Bye.